Well, I'm here today as a substitute for my husband, Carl Kurtz, who had to be in Denver, and he reached over the desk and said, "Hey, will you introduce our guests?" And I told him I was very pleased and proud to do so. So, the Barbershop Quartet, PV, is a part of the Boulder Timberliners, an a cappella chorus that performs both traditional and non-traditional songs in the barbershop style. The Boulder Timberliners Men's Barbershop Chorus first registered with the Barbershop Harmony Society in 1949. The members of the PV Quartet are Dave Myers, president of D. Myers and Company, providing corporate and individual income tax services. And you know that Dave is dedicated to this group because we are in the middle of tax season, and here he is joining us, all right? Alan Barker, an engineer, formerly with Lexmark and currently on the faculty of Front Range College. Cole Kersey, a technical writer for a number of corporations in Boulder and now retired, and Bill Jones, emeritus professor of mathematics at CU Boulder. Please enjoy listening, singing along, and laughing with PV as they help us celebrate Valentine's Day and sing music from our club's 100 years of service. Here is PV.
We'll see if this setup actually works.
Good evening.
How's the sound?
And thank you for inviting us. We're the Ponderosa Vigilantes. We're a four-part a cappella group from the Boulder Timberliners. We represent a very old and traditional form of music. And the microphones are louder than me. So we're going to sing Hello, Mary Lou.
Passed me by one summer day, flashed those big brown eyes my way, and oh, I wanted you forevermore. I'm not one that gets around, I swear my feet stuck to the ground, and though I never did meet you before, I said, hello, Mary Lou.
Goodbye, heart.
Goodbye, heart, sweet Mary Lou, I'm so in love with you. I knew, Mary Lou, that we'd never part, so hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart, goodbye, heart. Saw your lips, I heard your voice. Believe me, I just had no choice. Wild horses couldn't make me stay away. Talk about a moonlit night, arms around you good and tight. That's all I need to see for me to stay. Hello, Mary Lou.
Goodbye, heart.
Goodbye, heart. Sweet Mary Lou, I'm so in love with you. I knew, Mary Lou, we'd never part. So hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart. Goodbye, heart. Hello, Mary Lou, I'm in love with you, yes, hello, Mary Lou.
Goodbye, heart.
Right from the start I said, hello, Mary Lou, goodbye, heart.
Now we're going to throw a little John Denver at you. This is Take Me Home, Country Road.
Take me home, country road. rose to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, almost heaven. West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country road, country road. I hear her voice in the morning hour, she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, country roads.
Now we were introduced as the PV. Well, that's because I don't think Bill knows how to spell Ponderosa, so he decided just to make it the PVs. But we are the Ponderosa Vigilantes. All of it comes out the same, PV. We were named after the guy who used to take my place years ago. Great guy, Alan called him the old blind troll, so he was a good guy. But he had a place up in Pinewood Springs that he called the Ponderosa, after obviously the little musical, I think it was, it's called Ponderosa. Anyway, so we became the Ponderosa Vigilantes, and we've been that ever since. But we are a barbershop quartet, and I'm betting you guys don't know exactly what a barbershop quartet is. So I'm here to tell you, to let you know a good way to think about it. If you think about a birthday present or a Christmas present, if you look at it, you see there's a box in there, and that's just solid. It's the foundation. That's the bass line. That's Alan. He sings all the low notes. And then there's all the ribbon and the bows and all the frilly stuff. That's me. I'm the tenor. I'm Dave. I sing all the high notes way up there. So much fun. And then, of course, there's the best thing that's in there. That's the present itself. And that's the lead line, and that's Cole. He sings all the good melodies and stuff. And that pretty much tells you exactly what... Oh, I'm sorry, that's only 3 of us, isn't it? Yeah. Also in that box are all the packing peanuts that keep it from going anywhere. And that's the baritone. That's Mr. Bill. He sings all the notes that the rest of us don't want to sing. Don't tell him, but we can't get along without him. So anyway, that's pretty much it. And now we'd like to do a... What? Oh, that's right. We'd like to do a little ditty that we kind of made up on the spur of the moment. Many years ago.
Get that glare off of the head here. There we go.
This little song is called The Surgeon's Song.
This is a tribute to all the people who work in medical care, and it's been a great help to me for a long time. So we'd like to sing this as a tribute. I know that the Rotary healthcare is one of the service projects for the Rotary, and so that's one of the reasons we'd like to bring this to you.
Hail, hail, the surgeon's here. And we're gonna have a fine old time. Nothing could be finer than a little old angina in the morning. Nothing can redeem you like a sickle cell anemia in the morning. I tell you, it's an aggravation to stand around this way without an operation. Just ruins the whole darn day. So help me. Thrills you can't expect them with a deviated septum in the morning. Nothing can delight us like a diverticulitis in the morning. Try an operation with a laser today. You'll soon forget the old-fashioned way. Nothing else can please you like a whiff of anesthesia in the morning. Nothing you can mention is as sweet as hypertension of a 201, a 202. Holy moly, what'll I do? Who could have objection to a Demerol injection in the morning? I ask you, mid the daily stresses that every surgeon takes, we'll boast of our successes, and we'll bury our mistakes. Oh, brother, double laceration is a wonderful sensation in the morning. All of us know how to act to counteract each cataract at dawning. Yada-da-da-da-da-da-da. Even appendectomies are oodles of fun. A little pain never ever hurt anyone. Nothing could be finer than a tumor that's benigner in the morning. In the morning.
Go home, get some rest, drink plenty of fluids, take 2 aspirin and call me.
In the morning.
This is where we invite Janet Cassidy.
Yes, we'd like to invite Janet and Cassidy up to the stage to help us with a little demonstration. It's been a tradition among barbershop singers for many years. I don't know if it goes back to 1919, probably not. Our style of music goes back further than that, but the Barbershop Harmony Society dates back to the 1930s. It was founded by some folks, I believe in Oklahoma City or Tulsa?
Tulsa.
Tulsa, Oklahoma, back in the 1930s. So it's been around as an organized a group for many years, but the style of harmony is a real American folk style that's been around for longer than that. But as long as there have been barbershop organized chapters, we've done singing Valentines. And we've done this many times as a fundraiser for our chapter, the Boulder Timberliners. And so we thought we would demonstrate just what a singing Valentine from 4 dudes sounds like. So if you would be so kind as to listen, we will sing
If
you
you
a
don't
couple
listen,
of
we're going to tell your mommies.
Let me call you sweetheart.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you. Let me hear you whisper that you love me too. Keep the love light glowing in your eyes so true. call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you. Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you. I'm in love with only you.
Don't run away. We have another one for you. And this one we chose because it was actually written in 1919. We did find a song that was, we have songs even older than that, but this one was written in 1919. And I'm drawing a blank on the title. It's with someone like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Let the rest of the world
That's
go
the
by.
title.
There we go.
Let the rest of the world go by.
Now, before we get into that, I just wanted to mention that if you can imagine having someone working in an office situation and having 4 guys come up and sing a couple of sappy love songs to them, handing them roses, how embarrassing that would be. It's just wonderful.
With someone like you.
Yeah, thank you.
With someone like you, a pal good and true, I'd like to leave it all behind and go and find some place that's known to God alone, just a spot to call our own. We'll find perfect peace where joys never cease, out there beneath the western sky. We'll build a sweet little nest somewhere out in the west, and let the rest of the world go by. We'll build a sweet little nest somewhere out in the west, and let the rest of the world go by. The rest of the world go by.
Yeah, so if you're ever wondering what to get your sweetheart for Valentine's Day and you're stumped, just look for your local barbershop chapter. We'll do that.
Well, as was mentioned before, we are members of the Barbershop Harmony Society. Used to be called SPEBSQUA, which was short for Society for the Preservation and Encouragement of Barbershop Quartet Singing in America. For some reason, they thought that was ungainly. Plus, there were a lot of us that kind of changed it a little bit, changed it to some people, especially baritones, should quit singing altogether. Oh, I like to pick on Bill. He's so much fun. All right.
Ain't nobody ever heard of a barbershop trio.
Not a good one, anyway. All right, so our next song is going to be a Beatles tribute. This was written, I think, in 1964. I don't know that. I'm just saying that because the name of it is When I'm 64.
bum, 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 bum. When I get older, losing my hair, so many years from now, will you still be sending me a Valentine, a birthday greetings, bottle of wine? If I stay out till 2:45, would you lock the door? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? Doom, 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 doom. You'll be older too. And if you say the word, maybe I could stay with you. I could be handy mending a fuse just when your lights have gone. You could knit a sweater by the fireside. Monday mornings go for a ride. Doing the garden, digging the weeds. Who could ask for more? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? Every summer we could rent a cottage in the Isle of Wight. If it's not too dear, we shall scrimp and save. Our grandchildren on your knee. Little Vera, Chuck, and Dave. Send me a postcard, drop me a line stating point of view. Indicate precisely what you mean to say. You're sincerely wasting away. Give me your answer, fill in a form, mine forevermore. Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? When I'm 74? When I'm 84? When I'm 94? When I'm 64?
Okay. Well, we'd like to thank you all for inviting us, and if the Lord be willing and the creek don't rise, we'll all be back together again soon. This is a thank you from the Ponderosa Vigilantes and the Boulder Timberliners. And enjoy the rest of your day.
If the Lord be willing,
And the creek don't rise.
if the Lord be willing and the creek don't rise, all be together once again. With a howdy and a handshake we will start congregating. I can't hardly wait until then.
And when the
Good time's over and we all go home,
we will
know as they're saying our goodbyes, that we'll gather back together if the Lord be willing and the creek don't rise. There'll be beans and burgers and kegs of root beer and songs of good cheer in the air. If the Lord be willing and the skies stay clear, everyone here will be there. And when the good time's over and we all go home, we will know as we're saying our goodbyes, that we'll gather back together if the Lord be willing and the creek don't rise. There'll be beans and burgers and kegs of root beer and songs of good cheer in the air. If the Lord be willing and the skies stay clear, everyone here will be there. And when the good time's over and we all go home, know as we're saying our goodbyes, if the Lord be willing, we'll gather back together. If the Lord be willing and the creek don't rise.
Thank you so much. We just want to say thank you on behalf of the Boulder Rotary Club to the, if we were wondering whether Americana is alive and well, we've seen it today. Let's show our appreciation one more time. In your honor for entertaining us today on Valentine's Day, we are going to contribute 100 doses of vaccine to the Polio Plus Fund. We believe that it's conceivable for polio to be eradicated in the next few years, and we hope these dosages go to that event. And thank you very much.